There are three major lessons that emerge from the recent history of U.S. security engagement with Yemen. First, U.S. policy toward Yemen tells us a great deal about U.S. security objectives in the Middle East and how we must substantially revise the U.S. approach to achieve our policy objectives there. Historically, U.S. policymakers have not approached Yemen through the lens of Yemen itself, but rather as a means to achieve some other security end, whether that was competing with and containing Soviet influence in the Middle East during the Cold War, pushing back against Iran's proxy partnerships across the region while defending U.S. security partners from Iran, or defeating al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. Instead of achieving these aims, U.S. policy in Yemen has failed to prevent the outbreak of conflict and contributed to local and regional instability. In short, a focus on security, narrowly defined, leaves all of us less secure. What would an approach built around helping to give Yemenis the tools to build peace and prosperity look like instead? A stable Yemen that has internal and external support for mediation and conflict prevention, provides economic opportunity for its citizens, and strives to improve governance and stamp out corruption would be less likely to succumb to violent conflict, in turn preventing the potential for external military intervention. A stable Yemen would also make U.S. security partners like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, UAE, safer and prevent the regional spillover effects of sub-state violence. A well-governed, prosperous Yemen would be better not just for Yemenis, but also for the wider Middle East and for the United States. A second lesson is about what U.S. foreign policy can accomplish and what it cannot reasonably be expected to achieve. A major thread running through the U.S. approach to Yemen is the question of U.S. leverage. Policymakers and researchers have long debated whether and under what conditions the United States can use leverage with its allies and partners, such as arms sales and other kinds of security assistance, to affect those partners' behavior.